In the last lesson, we focused on the picking numbers and plugging in strategy, in which we pick numbers for the variables in the question and ultimately plug those numbers back into the variables in the answer choices to find the right answer. Now, we can also use the picking numbers strategy in certain questions with numbers in the answer choices as well. So we're going to use that strategy here on this question. To increase the mean of four numbers by 2, by how much would the sum of the four numbers have to increase? So this may seem confusing at first, but if we just pick numbers, it becomes a lot easier. So first of all, it says mean. Mean means average. So whenever you see a mean or average question, it's a good idea to just put the average formula. To find the average, we take the sum and we divide it by the number of terms. So to increase the average of four numbers, well, let's just pick four numbers. Let's say 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8. So here's our four numbers, 2, 4, 6, and 8. So if we take the sum of 2, 4, 6, and 8, we get 20. And please don't do this in your head. You're allowed to use a calculator on the ACT. So any arithmetic, you can just use your calculator. 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 is 20. So the sum is 20. And then we're going to divide it by the number of terms. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. So 20 divided by 4 is 5. So the average is 5. Now it says to increase the average of the four numbers by 2. So I'm going to rewrite the average formula here. Average equals sum over number of terms. So to increase the average by 2, so instead of 5, to have the average be 7, how much would the sum of the four numbers have to increase? So we are looking for the sum. There is still going to be four numbers, so 7 equals sum divided by 4. So the sum, if we multiply by 4 on both sides, would equal 28. So in this first scenario, the sum is 20. In the second scenario, to get the average up by 2 to 7, it's 28. So to go from 20 to 28, we have to increase by 8. So I hope that helped. So notice that in the previous lesson, picking numbers and plugging in, we picked numbers for the variables, and ultimately there were variables in the answer choices in which we would plug them back into. Here, there are no variables in the answer choices, so we just have to pick numbers. So hopefully that made sense. I will see you in the next video. We're going to do several more of these picking numbers questions. So hopefully it'll make more sense to you. I'll see you in the next video.